season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Play action. It's gone. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
On first down, it's gone. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down. From the gun, here's Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Cowboys at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said, take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Down to the 25. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The kick by Marr is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Blitz coming, and down he goes. Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff dancing. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Osa Odighizuwa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Washington's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now it's gone. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid game.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Irv Smith Jr., his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes...
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Now, the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A penalty is declined.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own and regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down, it's Pollard, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott fighting Hilton on the slant. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. First down, Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the interception, here's Goff. He'll get this off to Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Michael Walker there to bring him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's Gallup on the slant. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Arlington, it's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal forward pass.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make the play.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 28-21. A minute 54 on the clock. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Here's Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Able to find Gallup.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
To throw, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over, but sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.